What's up, everybody? Well, Mikey self-sabotaged his channel once again, and Tater, will he endure the Mississippi weather as he does his bus build? And let's talk about all the mishaps poor Tater has. I mean, seems like nothing's going quite right. What's up, guys? How's everybody doing? I hope everybody is doing well. Thank you for joining me on this surprise little live stream. Hey, look who it is. It worked. What's up, everybody? How you guys doing? Ta-da! Yellow. There's Marie. How are you doing, dear? I hope all is well in your neck of the woods. This nice all Mikey's video is going after the live. Yes, we're going to talk about all that. Pea jugs. Miss Eric's old videos. You know, I have to agree with you. There was a time. Hello. I did not. It's just like last night. I did not put the must be a member thing on, but yeah, I didn't do anything different. Everything's the same. Yep, it's the same as it was last night. But yes, I do agree. Hello, Mary. Miss Vicky, hello. Hey, it's Traveling Auto. Kyle, what's going on? Yes, even though I don't like Eric personally, I used to like his videos. I thought he did actually make good videos. His content was decent. He put in the effort. You could see he would set up a bunch of shots and do things and actually made videos. But now it seems like, I don't know, things are a little bit different. I don't know what the deal is, but yeah. But yeah, I miss his old stuff as well. Yes. Please do. Thank you. In the lurkers lounge for a while. See you soon. Okay. Hello, Marilyn. Yeah, I'll wait a little bit and see if any more stragglers come in before I get started. That way I don't have to repeat myself once again. Linda, Lady Redskins. What's up, Linda? All right, while we wait, I want to say thank you to all my members. You guys are awesome. Do appreciate it. And, of course, my moderators for keeping things cool in here. Thanks to everybody who watches my videos. I do enjoy that. I appreciate it. Yeah, life does do that, doesn't it? Putting out videos sooner than he is. Just to hustle to keep up. Yeah. I don't know. We'll give it a tad. Marie, thank you.
Yay!
I appreciate it. Yeah, I just don't like to jump in too quick because then everybody, what happened? And then, you know, I'll talk about Mikey for 20 minutes and then I'll move on to something else. Did you see what Mikey did? Yeah, we talked about that. You know, it happens all the time, but, you know, shit happens. I'll wait a little bit. Like I said, I'll just get my thank yous in and my hellos, and it probably is a little bit early. I don't know if it's quite, I said 8 o'clock, it's 8:01, so yeah. But yeah, thanks to everybody who watches my stuff and gives me the thumbs up and comments. The comments do help, and I do like reading them. Even the nasty ones make me chuckle sometimes, and it makes my brain work so I can leave shitty little comments back. Sometimes when I leave those nasty comments, though, it gets me in trouble and I get put in YouTube comment jail for a while. Did you talk about what Mikey did yet? Not yet. Getting ready to. Didn't talk about anything yet. I guess he got fired. It would appear that way. Stayed out of trouble today. See what happens tomorrow. Well, we didn't see it all. We caught a little bit of it last night. Yes, there is. Yes, they put you in a timeout and they smack you on the hand and say you can't comment. You can't leave a comment for like 24 hours, and you can't comment on anything. You're done. Yeah. Well, we're gonna start with Mikey, and then we'll move on to Tater. So, excuse me while I ignore you folks for a bit, because we're gonna get started and we're gonna talk about Mikey first. And my wonder is everyone tells the truth is shame. That's true. All right. My wonder now is Mikey going to self-sabotage again? Because before the Living Free channel, he was doing very well. He had it for a long time. He was traveling. He was doing stuff. And then all of a sudden he decided to get greedy. He saw the dollar signs and he took every single little option, which turned out to be his downfall, every little product that was thrown at him, and he turned his channel into QVC. I have power stations. I have e-bikes. I have crockpots. I have this. I have this. I have this gizmo. I have this. Look, I have another e-bike. And that's all it was. And then he wondered why his channel sank. So then he made 2 other ones. Well, then the greed again, because he was clicking on, oh, send me this, send me that free, because I can do a video, you'll pay me, and then I can sell it on Facebook Marketplace for $1,000 or $2,000. So he was click, and he clicked one too many times, and they stole his channel, and he didn't know how to get it back. He didn't even really try to get it back, or he could have got it back. And now his channel's gone. So now he's doing this one. He moved everything over to cheap off-grid living. And it's just not flourishing, and it's not picking up as fast as Mikey wants it to, or needs it to, because let's face it, it's Mikey's life. He needs to have it. He needs to have it. But here's what happened. Mikey got on and he made a I quit YouTube and I'm moving to Rumble. That's right. He made it, and we caught a little bit of it last night when we were on the stream.
Friends, it is with a very heavy heart that I have to say that I may not be on YouTube anymore. Very, very soon.
Yeah. May not.
This is not a joke. I am not just doing this for views.
May not. He said I may not be. Yeah.
I will get into more details later. There's a 96% chance that this channel is just going to disappear very, very soon. I've mentioned below. It's a brand new channel, so it may be tough to find. That's why I'm providing the link for it. I hope you join me over there. I have a link for that channel in the description below. It's a brand new channel, so it may be tough to find. That's why I'm providing the link for it. I just made it, and I uploaded one video to it, so you know it's me. I'll give more details on that later.
Well, that's about all I that got
said.
People watching. That's about all I said with that. Had I known that he was going to go ahead and collect his thoughts and regain his mind, since he lost his damn mind, and private it, I would have probably got more and paid more attention, but I was like, whatever, it's Mikey. Plus, I knew there's no way Mikey can quit YouTube. Well, here. So he privated that shortly after we saw it last night, because shortly after I got off of here, I was going through some comments and I saw one popped up said Mikey deleted the Mikey deleted the video or the I quit video already. I was like, no shit. So I went and looked for it. Yeah, sure shit, it was gone. But then he decided, okay, folks.
All right, friends. Well, I put the last video on private, the end of me on YouTube. Maybe that was a little dramatic. I'm going to try to stay on YouTube, of course. So there's no reason to unsubscribe. But follow me over there on Rumble.
There's no reason to unsubscribe. Hold on. Don't unsubscribe. I'm really not quitting. It was all just a ruse. Go to Rumble.
The channel name is Carved Freedom. I've got a link for it in the description below in the video. I know it can be annoying to download a new app and you sign up. It just takes a minute to sign up.
But do it anyway.
But
he ain't going to tell you anything.
Really sucked I lost my last channel. So it sometimes I just get worried. Maybe I think too much or something.
Well, it's your own fault you didn't get it back, and it's your own fault you lost it because you got greedy and you clicked on every damn thing and you didn't pay attention to anything and you just wanted to get that contract so they could send you your free shit. And well, you sent them free shit instead.
I don't know. So maybe I made that last video a little too dramatic. I took it off. I made it private, but come follow me over there. If anything should happen to this channel, folks, then I will see you over there, okay?
Now, that statement, if anything should happen to this channel, that statement leads me to believe that maybe, just maybe, Mikey's going to start clicking again. Yeah, send me a free power station. Yeah, send me this. So if anything happens, when my greedy little finger starts clicking again, you'll know you can go to Rumble and find me.
I hope you can do that. Go over there. I posted one video over there.
So you know it's me.
You know it's me.
It's me.
And yeah, that will be the backup channel. Carved Freedom on Rumble. Rumble's a good platform. All right?
Yeah. Mikey's going to fit in real well over there.
Later, folks. I'll see you in the next video. Woo!
Woo! Woo! And there you have it. So Mikey went from, I quit. That's it. I'm done. I'm out of here. No more YouTubies. To, whoa. Don't unsubscribe. I was just fucking around. I lost my mind for a second. I'm out here all by myself. And sometimes I go down those fucking rabbit holes on YouTube and I ran out of tinfoil. I was making hats and I just lost my tin. I didn't get to go drive and nobody got the tinfoil on my wish list. So I didn't have enough tinfoil to make my hats. I went down the rabbit holes and I flipped out and I said, I quit. I'm getting off of YouTube. But I did make a Rumble. So go on over there. So I'm going to post here. I'm going to post there. And I'm going to be posting both places. But yeah, go over there. And that's what Mikey did. That's what he did. And I knew right away when I heard I'm getting off YouTube. I'm 96% sure. Well, I knew that Mikey was that 4% sure because I was 96% sure he was full of shit. Mike cannot quit YouTube. It's the only thing that keeps him alive. Without YouTube and the YouTube followers giving him money and buying him every fucking thing that he needs, the kid would perish. He would be gone. How can he get everybody to send him money, and where's he going to do his live stream? He's going to start all over. He can't leave YouTube. Maybe after he's been on Rumble for a while, a couple of years, and builds up something, he can leave YouTube, but he can't leave YouTube. How's he going to direct everybody to his wish list? How's he going to get everybody to go buy him shit all the time? He can't. It's impossible. It's impossible for him to leave. He would not be able to survive. He can barely survive now. He says, I only need $500 to live on a month. And he can't do that. He has to get on here and beg. And PayPal, links up above, PayPal. I hope you guys are having fun. PayPal. Woo, I got some PayPal. Let me go out here and buy some dirt so I can grow some stuff and be self-sufficient with the seeds that you buy me that I put in the dirt that you bought me, that I put in the fucking planters that you bought me, and I can catch water from the rain catchment roof that I built with all the shit that you bought me. And see, I got this new mic that you bought me, and I got a new camera that you bought me, but I'm self-sufficient. I don't need none of you people, but you bought me every fucking thing I need. So as Mikey's falling down these rabbit holes, he ran out of tinfoil. But, you know, I think he's out there by himself, and he's losing it. And he sits down and he watches these YouTube things. He watches all this conspiracy theory shit, and he's watching all about the crumbling of civilization while he's out isolated from it. He's in his little bubble out there in paradise in fucking Arizona, and he's just, I'm ready to build my bunker. So he's isolated and he's watching all this YouTube bullshit, and he thinks that it's all real. You know, I walk outside, I didn't get blown up, I haven't been attacked. I didn't get hit in the head and drug off. I don't know. But he falls down these rabbit holes and he gets all crazy. Oh my God, people can't do this. People can't buy food, but they can buy you food though, can't they, Mikey? Again, people can't make ends meet. They're working 2 and 3 jobs and still can't make ends meet, but they still got to fucking buy me my shit because I can't make it either, and fuck them and I don't care. So buy me a new microphone, buy me a camera, buy me some screws, buy me some joist hangers, buy me some fucking flower beds, buy me some seeds so I can be self-sufficient. I don't care if you can't pay your bills. You got to send me money because, see, I provide you with a service. I'm on here entertaining you people. It's a business transaction. This is my jobby poo. So he's going to say, I'm quitting YouTube. He's so full of shit. His ears stink and his eyes are brown. There's no fucking way. So when he goes over to Rumble, he's going to love it over there because he's going to be over there with all the rest of the tinfoil hat wearing people talking about, you know, society's ending and everything's coming to a halt, World War III, and Mikey's still going to be wondering if he's going to get raptured. So, yeah, the thing just trips me out. So, after he did all that, after he pulled that stunt, whether he privated it or not, enough people saw it because within the first hour, it had over 1,000 views. And it had 100 and some comments. So a lot of people saw that shit. So my question is this going to sabotage his channel once again? Will people still keep coming around to Mikey and buying him shit? Will they come around for the content, or will they just come around to watch him melt down and lose his mind and again? I don't know. But that's what I wonder about Mikey. But I just think it was funny. I'm quitting YouTube. Well, I'm not quitting YouTube. Don't unsubscribe. Don't unsubscribe. No, I'm 96% sure I'm going to get out of here. He's full of shit. He's full of shit. Yeah, I mean, again. But then again, I hate to say it. I watch these people. Well, again, I watched fucking Scotty Kilmer. Oh well, everybody uses they run to his aid. I called him Clickbait King. Oh, everybody uses clickbait. Oh well, he gives good advice. He got lots and lots of people watching. I don't give a fuck if he has 2 million people watching every video. He's still the Clickbait King, and he doesn't need to use clickbait. Oh, I'm quitting. He did it too. I'm quitting YouTube. How many times is this, Scotty? 457 this year? And now the Toyota King, the Mr. fucking mechanic, the wisdom man, knows everything about cars. There was only one car. This car's shit, that car's shit, that car's garbage. These are cars that dumb people buy. This is garbage car. The only car you want to buy is Toyota. Toyota. That car's shit. Mercedes is shit. That's shit. Chevys are shit. Fords are shit. Toyota. Nissans are shit. Hyundais are shit. Hondas are shit. Toyota. Now what's he yelling? Toyota people got fucked. Don't buy a Toyota. Toyota suck. What are we going to do, Scotty? We all going to walk? We going to ride on our bicycles? What are we going to do, Scotty? According to Scotty, every single car sucks ass. So now even his beloved, holier than thou, The mighty, mighty Toyota sucks ass. So, Scotty, what's your next clickbait? I'm quitting again. Gotta say goodbye. He's full of shit. But people run to his aid and people watch him, and he'll still get 200, 300, 400,000 views of his lying shit. I don't even know how to do clickbait. I'm with you, Doc. I like mine. This is my second one so far. Hoorah. Mikey better go to confession. That's right, he better. That's why he loves Camper Van Kevin. Camper Van Kevin, he lost his main squeeze Tater, so I guess he needs a new one. I drive a Toyota, and it's been great. Honda and Toyota. Toyota and Chevy, reliable as shit. My Nissan truck is great. 4Runner. Yeah, he makes millions off of YouTube, so that's what I'm saying. He talks out his ass. He talks bullshit. He's clickbait king. He fucking talk. I got sued by Ford for saying this, and he doesn't even talk about Fords in his fucking video. Oh, I quit YouTube. He doesn't talk about quitting. He's so full of shit. And I know everybody watches him. That doesn't make him fucking right, does he? That's like somebody told me what I said the other day. I'm not fucking going to make you watch me mow lawn. Whoa, people mow grass and they get millions of views. Well, that ain't me. I'm not going to fucking sit out here and go back and forth. Plus, I'm not doing it for free to my whole neighborhood. I'm not cutting down trees and doing all that other bullshit. So if somebody wants to watch me fucking mow grass and for 125,000 fucking views, then I guess I'll start mowing my grass. But that's fucking dumb shit to me. Well, sure it does. It always has. It always will. YouTube tells you, you can't break these policies. These are YouTube policies. Don't do this, don't do that, don't do this. But if you do all that, we'll yell at you, but we will promote the shit out of your channels. 1 week, 2,000 miles, great MPG. Didn't use a drop of oil. Yep, right? 2,000 miles, yeah, I got a little bit over that on mine, period, since I had it in October. Yeah, we might be close to 3,000 miles now, but yeah, we don't go far anymore. Yeah, it's all how you take care of shit. And you get a lemon no matter what you get. Where are you at? What part of the country? When you walk the neighborhood, it looks very nice. I'm in South Central Pennsylvania. Had a Versa. Started having transmission issues, so traded in on my Honda. No regrets. But the Versa was fun to drive till it had issues. Yep. Yeah, I used to watch Scotty, but the last year or so, he's getting so, I quit. Or, I'm getting sued for this one. And he doesn't say anything. This is how you change your oil. Ooh, wow, Scotty, look out, buddy. Woo, you're fucking giving trade secrets away. Yeah, well, see, Mikey, I've been watching Mikey a long time too, and he's one of them guys. I had to go check see who Scotty O'Kimmer is. Yeah, rev up your engines. Oh, I just 3 videos. Yeah. See, my thing is when I was looking for cars, well, we liked the Santa Cruzes when they came out, but we just got the other one. It was a little venue, but we were looking at them, and they weren't. It was back when they were saying, "Hey, the sticker says $30,000 on it, but the market value is $42,000 because the supply chain shortage and everybody wants one. So if you want one, Yeah, we know it's only 30,000, but you're going to pay 42 for it. And people go, okay, I'll pay for it. And they're buying them like fucking four fools, morons. So it made smart people go, well, I'm not fucking buying that shit. Let those assholes pay way too much. But the thing is, like if you go to, say, like Chevy, and they tell you, oh, yeah, we got a 3-year, 36,000-mile warranty. Like, what? Get the fuck out of here. You're out of your mind. Not going to happen. When me and Doc know, what is it? Yeah. 10 years, 100,000-mile warranties, all kinds of good shit. Yeah. And then you go to, well, yeah, we'll give you 36,000 miles, 3-year warranty. Get the fuck out of it. Get out of here. You're out of your mind. Not happening. So that's why I don't go with none of them people. And then you got some of the, you know, the cars and the vehicles that were good, you know, like Jeeps and things like that, that aren't anymore. And then you have, you know, because this company bought them and Chrysler and Jeep and this and that, and they're all one big conglomerated bullshit, and they don't make any cars good anymore. They bought them all up and turned them all into fucking garbage. Just like the Chryslers, they're fucking worthless now. But they used to be good. I loved our 300. That thing was awesome until it got totaled. But yeah, but you know, and if you have something old, like, man, I had that 89 Suburban forever, then gave it to the daughter, and she drove it for years and years and years until it finally died. But man, it was fucking good. Great vehicle. But I guess they just don't make them like they used to. But anyhow, I got off on a tangent talking about Scotty. Thanks to the road, I got all new all mechanics at Cool Springs Nissan. Got to know them all, huh? You were there that much. Well, I played it already. You'll have to watch the replay. I only got a little bit. I didn't have the whole thing. But yeah, from his blind is that if you do not follow every maintenance schedule to the T, the book on your warranty isn't worth shit. Well, what do you got to do? Change your oil? Woo! I do that anyway. I do that more than I'm supposed to. You think I'm waiting fucking 8 or 10,000 miles to change my oil? Not happening. See, I took on mechanics for 30 years. I don't know a lot, but I'm just dangerous enough to keep my shit working and work in tip-top shape. And when you go in and they go, it's time for you to change your cabin filter, and we'll only charge you $109. And I'm going, it's a fucking $11 part, and it takes you literally 30 seconds to do it. I am not paying you $100 to fucking do it so you can pound sand. And if me doing it by myself voids my warranty, guess what? I'll park this motherfucker on your desk. And I'll say, I'm blind. I shouldn't have been driving anyway. And I will. I will drive it through the front window, and I will park it on the salesman's fucking desk and say, there it is. I don't play. I don't give a shit. So you go buy your car with your 3-year warranty. I'll stick with my 10-year warranty. Whether they're going to give me some bullshit or not. Yeah, I always do. Well, first of all, I already did it because break-in miles is the worst. If you know anything about cars, and you know anything about oil, and you know anything about oil viscosity, and you know anything about anything like that, one, heat. It breaks down the viscosity of oil, period. Plus, new engine. That's when parts wear the most. Rub the first like 1,000, 1,500 miles. That's when everything rubs, and your oil pan and your oil is full of all kinds of iron and aluminum and nickel and all kinds of little things, all the little parts, all the little materials that are in different metals. It's all in there. As it breaks in, wears in, and gets all seated and everything. So I always change my oil when I get a new car. I always change it after 1,000 miles or 1,500 miles tops. And then after that, yes, I used to do it every 3, but now with the synthetic, I do it every 5. 3 to 5,000 miles. But yeah, there's no way I would drive that fucking thing for 10,000 miles and go, yeah, here. No, that's how shit gets screwed up. And especially when you got cold winters, snow, ice, and everything else, all those cold starts, like in where I live, and then it goes to 95 fucking degrees, hot and humid. It kills oil. It kills it. It breaks the viscosity down. Plus, again, all those cold starts when the oil's thick and cold and it doesn't really circulate for a little while, especially if you're one of those people that start, throw it in drive, and take off in the fucking wintertime. Yeah, it's horrible for shit. But yeah, if you know anything about cars, if you know anything about anything, and you know a little bit about oil, I don't care what they say. They're in the business of, one, selling you a new car. So if you blow this one up because you change your oil every 10,000 miles, then we can sell you a new one. Or they can say, well, look, there's this maintenance package we can sell you that blah, 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 blah. So they're going to, that's all they're doing. They're trying to sell you something. And by telling you, oh, no, the book says every 10. So yeah, well, guess what? Not happening. Not with this guy. Fuck that shit. I just changed the oil in my new. Yeah, that's the best. It's what people don't think about that stuff. After that break-in, like I said, the break-in period is worse, man. That's when there's so much shit and gunk. Oh man. But yeah. Yeah, that's the other thing. The shit that they tell you to put in there. So yeah, that's definitely not going to last. I don't think it's going to last 10,000 miles. I don't care if it's synthetic or not. And no, I'm no mechanical genius. I'm no expert. Like I said, I know the basics. I know how things work. I know how systems work. And I know just enough to keep my shit working and working right. And I know what to do when I can go in and say, hey, it's making this noise. I think it's this. Or when they say, you need one of these, show it to me. I think that you guys you're going to need, show it to me. You ain't telling me shit. Well, we can't let you, well, then you ain't fixing it. I'll take it somewhere else where they can show it to me. Because you're not just, oh, well, you need this. No, prove it to me. That's the way I am. I'm one of them ignorant pricks. You don't want to be my mechanic. How about the new PA fee for electric and plug-in hybrid cars? Oh, really? Yeah, I have no idea. I don't fuck with them things for whatever reason. I just, yeah. If it was up to me, I'd still be driving a fucking, well, I can't drive anymore, but I'd still be driving like a 69 Camaro or a 72 Nova or a 70 Chevelle or yeah, one of them. 10 miles to the gallon. I love them fucking old muscle cars. All right, enough the cars. That's not what we're here to talk about. I'm here to talk about Tater now. Good old Tater. Let's get to it. I know you're all here for that. You want to hear what Tater's doing? I know you do. I know it. Well, we knew he was there, but he finally said it. Tater finally made it to Mississippi.
Made it to our new temporary seasonal spot, build site.
Yeah.
Diana and I are
Build
here in
site.
Mississippi, southern Mississippi, and we've got large, huge oak trees.
Well, he's playing music in the background, so I don't want to get whacked. But he's talking about being in Mississippi, and we got oak trees and green grass, and it's just. Wait a minute. Hold on. Tater's. Well, first of all, he can't use his 5,000 watts of solar. That's worthless. He's using house power. That's right. Plug it into a house. And Tater's realizing that, hey, this driving around doing, no, a house. A house is a way to go. That's right. Because again, you just heard him. He thought, oh, look, there's green grass and there's green trees. Oh, and it's just great. I just love it here. Remember how perfect Tater Land was? At 7,000 feet in Sholo, it has everything I need, and it's this and it's that. It's the greatest thing. Oh, I'm just the happiest I've ever been, folks. The happiest I've ever been. Tater Land is perfect. Then remember how wonderful Quartzsite. Well, look at this Quartzsite. Oh my God, I got all this room. I can do whatever the hell I want. And I don't have to trash up my good old fancy Tater Land. That's right. Quartzsite was wonderful. Oh, and don't forget, I'm building me a boondocking machine. That's right. This here naughty bus. It's gonna have everything. It's got everything. 5,000 watts of power. I got mini splits, one in the back and one in the front. And I got everything I need. I can be so self-sufficient. I don't need to go anywhere to plug in because everybody, oh, you can't take that bus. Well, I don't need to. I don't want to because I have everything I need. I have me a boondocking machine. And now what do we have? Taterland's gone. Taterland sucks ass. Out of here. Fucking raining, flooding, monsoons, and fucking historic winds, and then it rains, and then it snows, and then it's hot as hell, and then it's cold as shit, and Taterland sucks. It's out of here. And you know what? I couldn't get out of Quartzsite fast enough. Hate it. Never gonna go back. And you know what? Now I want trees and grass. And I want power to plug into, and I want running water, and I want all the little stuff that are. Guess what, Tater? Guess what? Let me fill you in on something. I have power, I have water, and more. I have green grass. I have oak trees and pine trees and cedar trees, maple trees, and even walnut trees and more. So guess what, Tater? It sounds like I've had the perfect spot all along, Tater Tot. Tater's been searching for what most of us, probably all of us in here, have had for a very, very long time. After preaching his, my way's the best way, and you got to go travel, and this and that, and always moving, and yet, I guess all that changed, didn't it? It all changed. Tater, sing a different tune now. That's right. Taterland was great till it wasn't. Quartzsite was perfect till it wasn't. Driving around all the time was perfect till it wasn't. Oh, yeah. And then Tater says, that's it. I'm going to Mississippi. So now Tater's in Mississippi. And what's he doing? Oh, it's hot. It's humid. Again, pal, guess what? It's the beginning of May. You ain't seen humid yet, my friend. And you know what? It's so humid. Tater's little house door that he has on the outside. I thought the glass was going to break. Nay, it didn't break yet. But guess what? It's all swollen and it doesn't work now. It's stuck. You can't close it. You got to slam it. You got to pull it. Yeah, because it's all humid, and his little wooden house door on his bus is all swollen and doesn't work. And then, oh yeah, I'm not done. Remember how Tater was hyping that AC company? What was it, like Mr. Frosty or Mr. Freeze or Mr. whatever the fuck it was? I thought he was talking about ice cream at first. Mr. Frosty or whatever. But yeah, remember? He got to, oh, it's wonderful. It's wonderful. Oh, they sent this thing, my mini splits, and it has charge lines, and we don't have to do anything. It's just put them together, and it's the rest. They're wonderful. They're wonderful. They're the greatest. Yeah, well, I broke this shit, and they didn't send it fast enough, so I'm really not happy with these guys. And now that he's in Mississippi, and he doesn't have his mini splits, and they're not working, oh, I'm not happy. These people, I don't know. Oh, man, this company is just trash. So there we go. We go from Taterland's great. This is court site's great. And traveling's great. This is great. Everything's great. It all sucks and it blows, and I got to change everything to this company's wonderful. To they suck, and I got to get rid of everything and blah 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 blah.
Yay!
Eric takes that big heat, record rain and humidity. So for his summer camp, he picks Mississippi, which happens to be in the hurricane belt. Does he work at being that stupid? I think it does come naturally. We've all been saying this shit the whole time, but it's Tater. He does what he does, but it's just so funny that he sings the praises. He reminds me of those people that I hate, by the way, that if you're shopping for something on, say, Amazon or something, and you're reading down through the reviews and somebody goes, "Oh yeah, I just got mine yesterday in the mail. I opened it up. It's fucking great." How do you know? Because it came out of the box nice? Because it showed up on time and your UPS guy had nice legs? Why is it nice? How do you know it's nice? That's Tater. Oh, look at this. Oh, this company is wonderful. They're great. They're this, they're that. Oh, now that I'm using it, this fucking piece of shit sucks. And that's what he reminds me of. Those morons on Amazon that just want to leave a review. Oh, I didn't get a chance to use it yet, but it's here, and I just love it. Why? It's the right color fucking blue? I don't know. Doesn't make any sense. But now, Tater finally admits that he needs to get the bones done first. He's got to clear everything all out, and because he's got to get the floors down. I said that how long? Day one. I'm like, why is he doing this? Why is he building a bed? Why is he putting a fucking couch in? Why is he hanging a TV on the wall? He doesn't have the floors up. He doesn't have the walls up. He doesn't have the ceiling up. He doesn't have anything up. So what you're going to do, carrying a couch, carrying this, carrying that, put this down, sit back and play games and whack off and fucking watch TV and watch the races and play video games. Now, let's drag every fucking thing out so we can put down the floor. I want to put my couch back in. Oh, now I want to put up the wall behind the couch. Let's take the couch out. He's fucking stupid. So now he finally said, "Buh." Either that or the guy that he's mooching off of now said, "Yo, dickhead, how about we do this?" But anyway, he finally said he's got to get that shit done. He's such a moron. Then we got Black Betty. Let's not forget about Black Betty. Black Betty's kind of fixed. But the good news is, folks, don't worry. They fixed my blinkers. My blinkers are fixed. My blinkers now work. My blinkers blink. They're turn signals. My blinkers, they fixed my blinkers. And I don't care any of y'all. They're not fucking blinkers. They're turn signals. They are a light that signals that you are about to turn. You are signaling to others that you are turning. I don't care if all you people in the great Northwest call them blinkers. You're all wrong. My blinkers. They fixed my blinkers. Look in your owner's manual and look up your blinkers. Where's your blinkers? How do I turn on my blinkers? It's a turn signal. This is your turn signals. That's your turn signal light. You can hook things into your turn signal. What happens if your turn signal isn't working? There's a flasher that is attached to your turn signal, but it's nothing in there about your fucking blinkers. So, anyway, but his blinkers are working, but the motorcycle starts when it wants to. So Tater's like, I'm not taking it out. It's not reliable. So, because he started it and it started right up, and then he turned it off and he went to start it and it wouldn't start again. So he went through all that happy horse shit. I'm afraid I'm going to go somewhere tonight. So it's not reliable. So he spent all that money, but he got blinkers. So that's one thing. And then this jackass, this is the part that really proves just how dumb Tater is. All right. We all know that Tater had that house that he filled with fucking video games and pinball machines. And it was in a flood zone. it flooded. He left, whatever the deal was, whether he was renting it, buying it, renting to own, or whatever the fuck the deal was. But he left, and it got torn down because it was in a flood zone. So he fills us in on a little thing that Diana had to smack him up alongside his head and say, look, asshole, no.
Update on the Texas property that I shared with you earlier. We did not put an offer in on that property because we found crawfish. What do you call them? Caves. They look like crawfish volcanoes in the backyard, and we learned that that's because the water not only floods.
That's because it's underwater where crawfish live. Crawfish don't just live around and walk around through the grass. Yeah, that's because your yard is underwater sometimes.
In that area, but it doesn't even go down long enough. I mean, think about it. If you really do have crawfish caves in your backyard, it's probably pretty wet. So we believe that that place that was a half mile away from a lake often flooded, has a history of flooding, and has evidence of flooding. And despite how much I loved that house, I really, really, really tried to talk Diana into overlooking that. She's smart, and that.
Did you hear that? I really, really, really tried to talk Diana into overlooking the fact that we have crayfish and everything else living in our lake that surrounds our house and probably in the house. I had to fucking, oh my God. I mean, come on.
And despite how much I loved that house, I really, really, really tried to talk Diana into overlooking that. She's smart, and that would have been a mistake. I've already had one house.
I heard that, and all I could do was laugh. I had to pause the video and laugh because I really, 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 really wanted it, and I had to talk. I was really, really trying to talk Diana into living in a fucking swamp. But even Diana, who doesn't seem like the smartest bulb, the brightest bulb in the bunch, the sharpest pencil in the box, she even said, "No, dickhead, stop it." You can clearly see, you moron. What the hell is wrong with you? Oh my God. That was too funny. I thought that was fucking hilarious. It was too fucking funny. I just thought it was fucking hilarious. But anyway, so yeah, even Tater that already lived in a house that got dozed because it was swampland wants to, I want to live in a swamp again. What a dipshit. All right, now we all know that he is at this property in Mississippi. Now, we saw that he had quartzite, which was perfect for his bus build until it wasn't. And he hates it and he never wants to go back, remember? But how it was Wayne's RV, and then the Bigfoot, and then the bus, and then the truck, and then Diana's bus, and then the tent, and then the this, and then the trailer, and the motorcycle, and the fucking scooter, and the e-bike, and how he took up all that. Well, now he's at these poor people's property, and it's the same fucking thing. He's got the bus, he's got the Bigfoot, he's got the trailer, he's got the motorcycle. They're setting up a tent to put in their supplies when they buy outside of the fucking bus. They do all this shit. And I know these people don't care, and I know Tater doesn't care, but I feel that they're taking advantage of these people. Tater even said that he basically has no expenses now. I got nothing. I got no expenses. They're letting me here. They have plenty of acreage. We're parking all our fucking bullshit here. we're going to do just like we did in the Quartzsite. We're going to do here. I'm setting up a tent. All the shit that I'm buying, I'm putting in a tent. And I'm going to be working on this. I'm doing this. And so I got no expenses, so I can buy stuff for the bus build. And I'm putting in a 50 amp plug so I can power the mini splits and the stuff on the bus. So I'm going to use that 50 amp service. I already got my Bigfoot hooked up to power, and I'm running my AC all the time because the kitties are in there. So I got that running. And now they have a room with an air conditioner in the window. Now all that shit just from them people, just him and Diana and all their vehicles and plugging every fucking thing in and running air conditioners and everything all over the place. Those people's electric fucking meter gotta be, it's gotta be spinning like crazy. And then they got their own private little bathroom and everything. So now they're going to be using water, and I'm sure he's going to be filling up his fucking bus and his RV and everything else, topping off their tanks. But yeah, just think of all that, just plugging shit. Come on, man, that's a lot of shit. Anybody that owns a house, you guys know, just think if you had extra people just fucking running shit, running all kinds of new air conditioners and fucking 24/7, and oh, you got to be kidding me. And again, it's not even fucking hot yet. Just wait till the end of June and then through July and August. Yeah, Tater's going to be a big puddle. Which reminds me though that the 50 amp, that it doesn't work. It doesn't work at all. He put in that little plug, the twist lock plug, and it does it. And I put it down here because it's really heavy. Well, no shit, dipshit. But he was so he hooked everything up to this big power bank thing inside there, and his batteries are empty, and he's parked under a tree in the shade, so he has zero solar, so he's getting no solar, so he can't run as many splits, but they don't work any damn way, and I got to start that one first and let it run because someone told me then I can turn this one on, but this one never worked, and that one worked a little bit, but it doesn't work. The whole system sucks, and it doesn't work. But now he hooked up that little fucking power plant so he could, his 50 amp power supply, so he could plug in. He plugged in, nothing. Doesn't work. Doesn't work. So he's got to sit there and he said he's got to call with the company so they can diagnose this and figure out what's going on. So he's there in hot, humid Mississippi. His little bus door is all swelled up and doesn't work. Black Betty kind of got fixed, but didn't get fixed. He's got no mini splits. He's got no 50 amp service. And guess what? Bus still overheats. He didn't fix that. He didn't address it. So basically, he has a big giant bus that he can drive for a half hour, then he has to sit for an hour and a half until it cools down, then he can drive for another half hour. That he can sit on a couch, watch a TV. Oh, he can't even do that. Unless, he can't. He can't. He has no solar, and his 50 amp service doesn't work. So he has no power. The bus is worthless, and it still overheats. Which brings me to the next thing. Tater has no idea. Now, I'm not saying that everybody should know how these things work, but Tater's Mr. Bus Builder. He's owned RVs. Oh, so many RVs and this and that, and I have to do, and I do this, and you have to. He doesn't know the simple, basic things of even a cooling system, of how a radiator works, how the fan works, why those little hoses go to the engine, and what happens to it, where it goes, what does it do, why does it work that way. He doesn't know that the fan pulls air through the radiator, which cools down the water because it gets pumped from the water pump. And then there's a thermostat when it reaches a certain temperature. Now, granted, I don't know what a bus is, but a car will say 190 degrees. But when it opens up, it reaches that hot, the water's hot. Your little temperature gauge goes up. Oh, it's getting warm. Oh, then it opens up and it lets the water through. And then it gets cooled in the radiator and it goes back through the engine. It circulates all through the interior of the engine block because inside there's pistons going up and down and valves opening and closing and little explosions when the fuel and the air mix, and then it gets compressed, and then it goes when the spark goes, and it goes kerbang, and there's a big explosion in there. All that and the friction causes heat, boys and girls. So there's water that gets cooled by the fan that runs through there and goes through this big cycle, and the air gets thrown. So even if it's 100 degrees outside, 100-degree air is still cooler than 200, 300, 400-degree air, water, or little explosions. But Eric thinks that the air gets sucked from behind the engine and gets blown out through the...
One more thing here, because there's a lot to unpack here on the side. You're not even seeing the engine radiator right now. This is the intercooler, and this is the transmission cooler. Down below, you can see the bottom of the actual radiator. And I'm going to try to come in here so you can see. You're probably seeing it now. All the gunk, all the dirt, all the grime, all the Northwest and quartzite dust and dirt that is accumulated on this part of the radiator. Now, for all we know, it's like that on the other side of this. So Billy had suggested that we get in there and really try to clean the engine water radiator as much as we can, because this fan, it doesn't even run the way I thought it was.
This is the funny part.
I thought that it's open right here to bring air this way and then cool the radiator, then the intercooler here, and then the transmission radiator down there. That's not it.
No.
This is designed, and it does, we tested it, it's sucking in air from outside. So when it was 119 degrees driving down the road, it was pulling 119 degree air from outside.
And like I said, I don't care, Tater, if it's 119 degree air. Your thermostat doesn't open up until it hits over 100 degrees. Your thermostat doesn't even open up. It's just, you should know these things. If you're driving, if you live in a vehicle, you should know the simple things. You should know how the cooling system works. You should know if it's a 4-stroke engine, that it's, intake, compression, ignition, exhaust. You should know that. That the air-fuel mixture gets sucked in, the piston goes down, and that all gets sucked in. And then it gets squeezed on the compression stroke. It squeezes it all in and makes it a little volatile little thing. And then the spark from the spark plug goes, and it goes kerblam, and it blows that piston down, which forces another one up. That's why it goes like that. And then when it comes back up, the exhaust valve opens up, and it pushes all the smoke from the burnt fucking little explosion out. You should know some simple little things like that. And you should know that the radiator for the cooling, for the transmission cooler and everything else, again, I don't know anything about a big diesel bus engine. That's different to me, but I know how cars work, and it's the same principle, just different specs for different things, I'm sure. But it's simple stuff. And he should know these things if you live in a vehicle. Just the basic stuff. How brakes work. When you push on the brake pedal, there's a master cylinder. It pushes the fluid down and it makes things work. You should know just simple things like that. The ignition system, when you turn the key, what happens? How does it get from the key to boom? It works. There's, batteries and starters and generators and alternators. What do you have? You should know these things if you live in a vehicle. I don't expect everybody to know it. It's time to change the oil. That's what you should know, and where to put gas in. And I better change these tires. They're kind of screwed. Stuff like that. But if you live in a vehicle, you should know these things. Now, the bus. Okay, sure. That thing is kind of clogged with dirt and stuff. It probably does hinder things a lot. But it overheated when you drove it from where you got it, you didn't even make it to fucking Arizona and it was overheating. But Tater still is convinced that vehicles are built climate specific. In other words, you can't buy a car in Florida and take it to Montana. It won't run. It's built for Florida. It's built for hot and humid and sunshine. You can't take that car to Montana in the snow and the cold. It was built for that climate. You can't take it somewhere else. That's what Tater says. That's what Tater thinks. That bus was built and meant to run in Washington State. It can't run in Arizona. It's impossible. And here, all this time, I thought you could live in Pennsylvania and go, hey, there's a really good deal on an old car that I would like, but it's in fucking, it's in Oregon. Can't buy it. It's built for Oregon. The climate's different here. I could never drive it here. People in Wisconsin. Oh man, there's a classic. Oh, look at that. A Barracuda. I always wanted one. Look, they have one for sale and it looks pretty good. Oh, but it's in Florida. Man, it'll never run in Wisconsin. It was built for hot and sunshine. That's how stupid he is. And he's still talking that bullshit. He's still talking that nonsense. Yeah, this bus was built for that. So yeah, and it's 110 degrees outside, and dude, that engine runs 110 degrees is cool for that engine. Look at your thermostat sometime. Well, you probably don't have numbers anymore, but back in the day, or just look at what temperature does your thermostat open at. You can get different thermostats. Get like a 110 or a 180 or whatever, well, it opens up at 110 degrees, it opens up and then it circulates. But until then, your engine gets nice and hot and warm until the water inside the engine block gets to 110, 180 degrees, whichever your thermostat is. And then when it gets that, the little thermostat goes boop and it opens up and it goes through into the radiator and starts circulating around and gets the cool air, the cool water from the radiator goes in through, and that's how it all works. But no, Tater, oh no, it's this one was built for there. It can't, no. And he is there. He is on it. He is not changing his mind on that for anything. But the thing is with if that radiator is that clogged with all kinds of crap, it had to be that way when he bought it. And he just didn't look and didn't care because he doesn't know what he's talking about. He doesn't know what he's looking for. But he's going to build a bus. Tater thinks the thermostat gives him temperature reading on his dash. Yeah. What? Wow, look. It's 110 degrees in here. It says so right on the dash. But, yeah, it's just, it didn't happen in Quartzsite, in the dust, in the historic winds of Quartzsite. It didn't happen there. It didn't get all soaking wet from the historic rains and then the historic winds that blew all the dust into the wet historic rains and clogged up it didn't happen that way because it overheated from his trip when he bought the thing, when he was so happy. Oh, it's registered as an RV because they took everything out and they put a fucking porta-john in it and a blow-up bed. So now it's an RV and he's all tickled pink. And then it overheats. He doesn't even get there, but what does he do first? Let's gonna build it. Don't worry about the overheating problem. Just ignore it. Just ignore it and start doing whatever you want to do like a jackass. And then when you finally leave Quartzsite, it's hot out. The bus is overheating because I fucking just ignored that problem that I had day one, but I ignored it. And now, yeah, how long later? Now you're in fucking Mississippi getting ready to approach summertime in Mississippi with a bus that overheats in the wintertime. You fool. What a moron. What a moron. So the great easy for me to say. So the great nomadic fanatic is now looking for property in the South. He's looking for, he said, from basically northern Florida, Mississippi, Alabama, Georgia, as far north as southern South Carolina. But he's looking around there. And this is Mr. I'm Chasing 70s. That's what his channel was all about. I'm chasing 70s. That's why he moved all the time. Didn't stay in one spot because he was chasing 70s. So he's going to stick his ass in the hottest, sweatiest, most humid part of the country that he can't deal with. He didn't deal with the heat, it's a dry heat. He didn't deal with that very well. So when he is sweating his balls off, just standing still, drinking barley pops, and it's gushing out of his pores as fast as he can dump it down his gullet, he's going to be saying, maybe we shouldn't look in Mississippi, Alabama, Florida. And then when he gets his first taste of a real hurricane, real historic winds, real fucking massive seawalls crashing in, 20-foot high swells, yeah, then he'll know what weather really is. And he'll be crying and bitching and singing the blues. But Tater wants to settle down, and it sounds like Tater just wants to be a vacation traveler and travel whenever he sees fit. So what will that do to the great Nomadic Fanatic channel when he is no longer the fanatic of the nomadic? What will he do? What will all his little peeps do? Will the crazy cat lady still send him money for his kitties when he's all snuggled up in a sweat box with his honey shooting some OnlyFans videos? Will they still go over to the great Nomadic Fanatic? And there you go. That's what I have to say. Now I'll come over and pay attention to you guys, and we'll see what you guys think of what I just rambled on and on and on about. It's quite simple. Tater is a jinx. Tater brings the bad karma. Avoid him at all costs. Yes, he is the weather gremlin, I call him. He will freak. He will. He definitely will. Well, thank you, Bill. I appreciate that. Well, I'm a Trumper too. I guess I'm a MAGA person, like everyone likes to say and scream and holler and flip out and call me nice, funny names. He's an old man now. Yeah, he is an old man now. Even Chrome, and I like Chrome. He's my buddy. But even Chrome, the big ambassador for van life, is like, yeah, that clown around your hands and knees when you get old, that shit ain't no fun. Let me get one I can stand up in. And Tater's getting that way. Climbing's not that bad. I don't know if I had to live in Mississippi, I would do Oxford. Well, no, it's not. No, I'm not. I know I sound like I was, dogging the place and saying it's hard. No, it's not. It's fucking hot and humid here in the wintertime, and I live in the Northeast. Once the snow goes away and the ice and everything else, after you're done freezing your balls off, then spring comes and things start to bloom, and I start sneezing and stuff, and you got to start cutting the grass, and you get a little bit of a while where it's nice and cool, and you can leave your windows open and everything's fine. You shut your heat off and you open the windows and you let the fresh air in and everything like that. Then it starts to get fucking hot. So then you got to close up the house and turn the AC on. Then the next thing you know, poof, it's fucking 96 degrees, 100% humidity. You just walk outside. It's like fucking hitting a wall, and you just stand still and you go, don't move. Don't even breathe real hard. And you just gush sweat because it's so humid. But you deal with it. But Tater is that guy, because we know it's going to go away, It's going to be fall. It's going to be nice and cool. You got to wear a jacket, you know, in the morning and the evenings, and during the day it's going to be warm and the fucking leaves are going to change and all that bullshit. And then it's going to be fucking the snow and the ice is going to fly again. But Tater is the one that couldn't deal with the dry heat. And it's too hot and it's too cold. So I'm chasing 70. He was always moving around because it's so hot as hell. And wherever Tater goes, it's historic winds, historic rain, and everything else. And he can't deal with it. So, and that's what I meant by, yeah, I mean, of course it's hot as fuck and humid in Florida. It's that way in Georgia, Mississippi, Alabama, all the places like that. Yeah, that's just the way it is. Again, it's not as hot all the time here, but in the summertime, it's humid as fuck. It's nasty. It's disgusting. And he's not going to like it. He is going to have a fit. But yeah, that's what I in no way said, I mean, I would live there and it doesn't bother me. I don't like all the bugs. They're kind of big and there's lots of them. I've been living nomadic for 7 years. So I've explored every state and every city. Mississippi is not terrible, but not high on the list. Yeah. I could agree with that. I could agree with that for sure. Depending on what state he is registered in, felons cannot vote. Some states they can. Continue to vote as a felon. Yeah, I just read that. My brother lives in North Carolina near Cherokee. It definitely snows there. Well, yeah, you never know what's going to happen anymore. Chrome's kind of light in the loafers for me. I pass on him. Oh, okay. Well, he's not everybody's cup of tea. He's always been very kind, very generous to me. He's a good dude in my book. I hate to see America get screwed over on trade. Well, then I guess you haven't been paying attention for the last 100 years. I won't get into all that because we pay tariffs. We've been paying tariffs. And now we say, you know what? How about you pay them too? Oh my God, he's horrible. These fucking Americans. But we're always been the excited states of America because we got guns and people shoot each other and kill each other. But when they go and beat the fuck out of each other and stab each other and do all kind of shit in Canada or England, that's different. You guys are the excited states of, it doesn't matter, guys. People are people. People will find a way to eliminate other people, whether it be a stick, a rock, whatever. They've been offing each other long before the invention of gunpowder. So you can't blame it on the little bang bangs because it's just, it's just the way it is. But I don't want to get into politics today because there is something that I do. I was going to say, but I won't. It's about Fetterman. It's kind of funny how they're treating him now. It's actually laughable. It's hilarious. It just goes to show exactly how that party is. Exactly. It's them to a T. It can be no more self-explanatory and shows exactly how they are. Just go find out what they did to Fetterman when he was a fucking drooling fool. Couldn't even speak, couldn't form a sentence, couldn't even show up to the floor to a vote. There's nothing wrong with him. He's fine. What do you mean? What do you mean he can't be a senator? He can too. He is our Democratic senator, and you cannot say that he is not fit. There's nothing wrong with that man. He is fine. But he can't speak. He's fine. You can't say anything, but he doesn't even show up to vote, and you have to show up to make a vote. No, he doesn't, and he's fine. Now, he can speak, he can form sentences, and his opinion is different. Oh my God, he's a babbling idiot, he's a fool, he is unfit for service, he has got to go. Well, what? When he was a slobbering, drooling idiot, you said he was fine. Now the man can walk, talk, speak, form sentences, give speeches, and now you morons say that he is unfit and he's got to go? That right there explains everything. That is that party in a nutshell right there. And that is my political speech for today. I live in North Carolina in the northern foothills. Oh, yeah. We've not had much snow in over 5 years. We used to get big snows, but not anymore. To tell you the truth, to be quite honest, you know what, Miss Vicky? It's kind of the same here. We used to get, and again, I'm a lot more north than you are. Still on the East Coast, though. But, yeah, up here in Pennsylvania, we used to get, good snowstorms, a couple a year, 6 inches here, a foot here, a couple more inches. A couple years, we even got like 3 feet of snow, literally. And now we get a lot of freezing rain and, little ice storms, but snow, once in a while we get, we'll get like 3 or 4 inches, and then we might get a dusting, or we'll get a little bit of snow, and then they'll switch over to freezing rain and sleet and just a sloppy, nasty mess. But, actually we don't get the snow like we used to either. It's kind of weird. But I will say that so far, Connecticut used to get good. Yeah. I will say though, and I was noticing this, and I actually was talking to somebody about it the other day, that this year has been quite seasonable. We used to go from winter to summer, literally. It would be, 32 and a little bit of snow on the ground, and then 2 days later it would be fucking 80. I'm like, what happened? And then it would be 80 for a while, and it would drop down to like 60, and then it would be 90s, and then that was it. It was summer. So there was no, that time I was talking about where you can open your windows for a while. No, it was turn the heat off and turn the air on. But this year, we actually had, today it was only 50 degrees. It was like 52 degrees today. It was just 80 the other day, but that was just, it's been like 60s, hanging around the 60s. So we actually had a nice spring. We came out of winter, the cold, and it warmed up a little bit, and it kind of stayed around that nice springy stuff, upper 50s, 60s, then it jumped up into the 70s, and then back down into upper 60s, and it kind of climbed into the 80s for a day or two, then back down, and then today it dipped down into the 50s. Tomorrow it's supposed to go back up into the 69, 70 degrees. But yeah, it's been quite seasonable until we get into, actual in June, on June 21st is the first day of summer. So that's when summer officially hits, but I'm sure it'll ramp up before then. But yeah, it's been kind of nice. $80 and $59. Yeah, it's a little bit. Yeah, see, we were like 70, 78, 79. And then today it was 52 was the high. But yeah, it's been nice. It's been quite, like I said, quite seasonable, which has been nice, fun, and interesting for a change. And see, that thing, it did it again. Not enough memory, which is bullshit, because my memory is at 33%. I hate when it does that shit. Not enough memory to open this page. Again, I'm going to look at it again just to make sure. 35% memory usage. They're going to tell me no. They lying to me. Ain't nothing wrong with my shit. But bear with, I have to do this crap again. It shut y'all off. I can't see you when you're in the little tiny window over there. I can't see, so I gotta make you big. And I had to shut it down because it said it's not enough memory to, which is horseshit. Like I said, I have plenty of memory. Where am I at? It's Time to bear with, bear with.
Bear with. Bear with. Bear with.
Not back. I lied. I'm not back. Boom. All right, there's that. Did I get that? Yeah, I got it. Okay. Paste. Okay. Boom. Who is SKG? She is an awesome young lady that is no longer on YouTube. She is the one that does the wrist twist at the end of my things. This girl.
Let me vent for a second.
That's SKG right there. She is amazing. Amazing young lady. What's up, Mayhem? 90 in beer today. Oh, wow. That's a little hot for me already. It's too soon for that. But yeah, where was? Oh yeah, seasonal. It's been seasonable this year so far. But yeah, Miss Vicky, we haven't had a lot of snow either. A little bit. I think it snowed maybe 3 times this year, and one time it was, I think, 4 or 5 inches, and the other times it was like 1 or 2. And that is why Brian Hall, y'all, and Max Velocity, them guys, whenever I see the map and it's the big red blob over Pennsylvania and the arrow and the get ready for a big massive storm and you're going to be buried and get ready to fucking die, and I get an inch of snow and I'm like, fuck them guys. I know they're your boys, but damn, I hate that shit. They're so good and they give such good information. They don't need to resort to that garbage. I don't know why. That just it aggravates me. I don't know why it irks me so much. This is one of my pet peeves. When they're so when you're so good at something and you actually do give good advice and you have millions of subscribers, why do you need to do that dumb shit for? Yeah, Eric does my weather too. You're gonna have historic snowstorm. And we get a dusting. You know what? I did one better than that, Marilyn. I got the leaf blower out. I got the leaf blower and off the porch and down the sidewalk. That's how I didn't even break the shovel out. That's an old lazy man right there. Yeah, I wish they would knock that shit off. Weather is boring. What kind of title are you going to put to attract people? Yeah. Well, you could actually say there's expected tornadoes here, not a big red blob over fucking 5 states in the Northeast going, it's going to be a big nor'easter and you're going to be buried with a fucking historic blizzard. And our historic blizzard is an inch of snow. That, yes, the leaf blower can get rid of. They claim the algorithm will not promote your videos without the bright colors and clickbait. Yeah, maybe when they were fucking just starting out, but these guys got so many people that watch them and know what they are. That's bullshit. That's a cop-out. I don't care what the algorithm, YouTube, or them guys say. They're fucking blowing smoke up their own ass if they believe that. That's horse shit. Everybody knows. If you want to find out what's going on, where do you go? You go to fucking Max Velocity, fucking Ryan Hall, y'all. Yeah, you don't need to, oh, well, no one would watch me without the clickbait. You're a lying fuck. What do you got, 2 subscribers? Knock it off. That's bullshit. As far as weather goes, this is why I listen to local stations to know what's going on. I got my little weather app. I look and see what they say, and then I go outside and I look and go, How close were they? That's how I get my weather. Now, if I lived in Tornado Alley or where it was prone to fucking hurricanes and shit, I definitely watch them guys all the time to find out what was what, because they're good channels. They're good guys. They give good information. They're on top of it. They stay. I mean, when there is a fucking major event, they're up and they're covering it, and it is the place to be. But when I go and I look and I see this fucking big red blob and I'm going, what's going on? And I go look and that's horse shit. Lying pricks. That makes me not want to watch them. New channel idea for Eric. How long can he stand in the sunshine with an umbrella before lightning strikes? Have you ever done the RV life or traveled across state and what? If so, how was your experience? I have never done the RV thing. I will, hang on, I'll get back to Iowa. That's what Ryan claims. He had a big debate about it with some other weather person. You know, you're not be person has 50% wrong, I still get paid. No, I never did the RV thing. Why I started talking about the RVers and the nomads is because with my eyesight failing, the wife and I thought about doing the RV thing and traveling and going seeing stuff while I could still see. So we started looking into, this, and I'm like, what's a black tank? What's a gray tank? I had no idea what anything was. So of course I got on YouTube and I started watching like the RV geeks and all these other people that were talking about, well, this is how you do that. This is what a black tank is. And this is what, and I was like, oh, okay. And then watching that, then you get Nomadic Fanatics pops up and fucking the Guru Bob, the desert Guru Bob. Oh, this is the light, the way. Leave society, quit your job, sell your house. Don't be a slave to the man. Come out and frolic with me. Yay. And all that bullshit. I'm like, oh my God, these fucking people are nuts. I don't want to be associated with half of them. The other half are pretty cool. And I always say the best nomads and best RVers aren't YouTubers. I found that out. But yeah, so that's how I got into all that, thinking about doing it. Because even though I didn't do it in an RV or a van or anything else, I did work with an over-the-road truck driver for a moving company for many, many years. Now, I didn't get to go do and see and experience a lot of things. Well, I saw a lot of things, but mainly from the highway. And then when you get off and you go to somebody's house and you work all day, and then, I've seen lots of. I'm even more gooder than Tim when it comes to truck stops and rest areas. Tim ain't got shit on me. I seen lots of truck stops and lots of rest areas and lots of stuff like that, and seen lots of attractions along the side of the highway. I've been to almost every state and talked to a lot of people, and like we were talking, been to different climates and different weather and different traffic shit, and ate lots of really cool food, different cultures and everything like that. That's why I always said that if I ever had a nomadic channel or ever traveled, I wouldn't be, oh, well, I'm going to go to Buc-ee's and then now I'm going to go to Wawa. No. I'm going to McDonald's and I'm going to go to fucking, no, Texas Roadhouse. No. You go to a neighborhood and you find a local and you go, where do you guys eat? I want to go where you guys eat. Not McDonald's, not the fucking big, no. Where's the good, oh, there's this little fucking barbecue spot it's down here. That's where I would go. Not, I'm going to go to Buc-ee's. Hey, look, this is the biggest Buc-ee's. Oh, I'm going to the biggest truck stop in the world. Everybody on YouTube does that. No one gives a shit anymore. Look at me. I'm standing on the corner of Winslow, Arizona. No one gives a shit. Everybody's done it 100 times. Just like Tater. I'm going to Route 66 again. No one cares. Where do you guys go? Where do you do this? What's something really cool to see? Ta-da. Because it's just like me. If you would come here and you'd say, what's something really cool to go do and see? Now, I could say, go to Hershey. 15 minutes up the road. It's the park, it's the zoo, it's the chocolate factory, it's the Reese's place. Go to Hershey. But that's the last fucking thing I tell people to do. The very last thing. So if I would go someplace, I would go, what do you guys do? Where do you go? We don't go to, what do you do all summer? I go to Hershey Park every day. It's right up the street. I go there every day. No, you're like, oh. I've been to Hershey so many times. I don't care if they have a new roller coaster. I don't care if they have a new water slide. I don't give two shits. When I was a kid, I went a million times. When I was in my early 20s, I went a couple times. And then I was like, I'm done. It's right up the street. Don't go. Have no desire to go. So yeah, I would definitely ask people, what do you do? Where do you go? Oh, what's Miss Vicky saying now? Tim, for some reason, wants to go to the chain gas stations and restaurants. I tried to find local-owned restaurants. Yeah, I mean, there is places around here, little restaurants that are like right near Amish country, like in Lancaster and stuff. I mean, banging fucking food. I mean, food that, I mean, yeah, aside from going to a top-notch fucking pay out your ass, or like to me say, high-end restaurant where I'm not going to pay for shit, I'm going to con my way out of it. Aside from there and get really good food, go to these places, reasonable prices and fucking excellent food. I mean, cooked to the, yeah, exactly. No spark plugs on diesel engine. Diesel engines don't have higher compressions. And I know that. They have glow plugs. And that's why I said I don't know much about, I'm not talking that I know exactly about a diesel bus engine. I know about cars, but it's a ignition system. It's still that, this, and that, and the other, unless it's a two-stroke. I understand it's different. A diesel is different than a gas engine, but still, I don't live in a vehicle, and I know how they fucking work. If I lived in a vehicle, I would know how these simple things fucking work. Just that easy. It doesn't take a rocket scientist. Oh, well, I live in a car, and I can't change my own oil. You're dumb. Statue of Liberty, yeah, there's lots of stuff. There's lots of stuff around here. It really is. Historic stuff out the ass. Because you figure, when everybody said, fuck you, England, we're out of here, they came and they landed, boom. A lot of people said, that's it. We found a new country, we're done. Others went, hey, let's go that way. And they did, until they ran out of land and they hit the water. And that's where all the morons stopped and they called it California. But yeah. It's fucking, there's so much stuff around here. It's crazy. So yeah, the last thing I would say would be go to Hershey. I mean, I'd say, yeah, if you're into touristy stuff, you can go to Hershey. It's right there. But I would say, go here, go check this out. And that's what I would expect. And that's why I like, I love Savannah, Georgia. I loved it down there. I thought it was great.
Yay!
Damn it. I didn't want to do that yet. Thank you. Just got here. Loved Channel BB. Stuck in Minnesota for 3 years. Then full time. Hey, when was your last live gig? Oh, I haven't been in a live gig for a while, and I never played. I was a lighting technician. I wasn't a musician. I was surrounded by lots and lots of very talented people. I lived here since the 80s and haven't been to Hershey except driving through to change interstates. Go to the Bronx, PA, if you want good PA Dutch food. Man, there's so many places around for good Pennsylvania Dutch food. Watching us live stream. Yeah, it must be. But yeah, I didn't mean to sound like I was getting shitty, but yeah, I mean, I know. That's why I said it's not the same. I know it's not the same, but if you live in a vehicle, you need to know this shit. My voice to text does not like Wawa. Yeah, well, I was going to say, Squirrel Bait said about museum. We have, there's the museum downtown, which is pretty cool. But I've been through that a million times too. It's cool though. It's really nice to go. Then there's the Antique Auto Museum right there in Hershey too. There's lots of stuff, man. Like I said, there's tons of shit around here and a lot of historic stuff. Thank you. It's not too bad. I like I said, I can go, you go 3-4 miles one way and you're downtown. And if you go 3 or 4 miles the other way, you're in the fucking woods. You're in the mountains and the woods. So it's really nice. And if you need anything, it's right there, you know, birth certificate, social security card, you need your carry permit, you need this, you need that. You got to do whatever you need to do. You just go downtown. The agriculture building's there. The human resources building's there. This building's there. That building's there. There's the state capitol. There's the federal building. There's the courthouse. There's the jail. There's everything's here. It isn't like Mikey and like Tater was saying, oh, right now I got good cheap stuff and I can go and more affordable stuff and I can get stuff because I don't have to drive an hour and a half to get a fucking overpriced 2x4. What? Duh. That's just the price you got to pay. If you want to live out in the boonies all by yourself like Mikey and you want to escape society and live in your little bubble, well, guess what you're going to have to do when you want shit? You're going to have to drive for a while. Well, I'm not like that. I'm a little city boy. I'm a little ghetto rat. I'm a hood rat. I grew up in the city. I don't mind it. Sometimes it's annoying. I would like to live a little bit farther from people, but I like the convenience of going, I'm hungry. I need food. I don't have to drive an hour to the grocery store. I don't have to drive an hour to get a nail or a screw. Oh, damn it. I forgot a tube of caulk or something. I don't have to drive an hour. It's right there. It's right here. It's right there. Again. Oh, damn it. I lost my social security card. I need this. Or I just got married. Wife needs to change her last name. It's right there. Everything's right there. But yes. Thank you, Loose Cannon. Savannah. I love Savannah. Yeah, it's hot there too. It gets really hot there. I loved it there though. I did. I loved it. One, old shit, historic shit. Lots and lots of history. Underground Railroad shit. Fucking Martin Luther King practices I Had a Dream speech in that fucking one. I went to the everything's cool. Everything's in the little blocks, the little blocks, and everything's perfectly taken care of because everybody in that block takes care of that block. They manicure the lawn and they keep the flowers planted around all the statues in their little block. It's fucking gorgeous. And yes, it does get hot as balls. The people are amazing. They're so nice. Now the tourists are tourists, but the people that live there, because we didn't stay in like Savannah, like on River Street or anything, because it was expensive as shit. We stayed at a hotel away, and then we drove in, parked in some local neighborhoods, and had to walk like 2 miles just to even get close to anything because you can't park either. But anyway, I loved it there. But where we went to nice little restaurants, went to the grocery stores and stuff like that, and the people were fucking amazing. We had a little shuttle bus driver, I think probably like a black lady, probably like late 40s, maybe early 50s. Awesome, funny as shit, telling stories, and I mean, she was great. Went to a couple different restaurants, and even at the grocery store, they had food that was amazing. Prepared food. Wasn't like our grocery store. They have some shit here and there, but I mean, it was fucking good food. The people were nice as shit, funny, kind. It was great. You know, you always hear about, oh, the people in the South, and they were great. I love Savannah. I really did. It was so fun. And then when you get into Savannah and you go to the place and you see the big fountain and you see the, you know, like I said, go down to River Street and you go to the shop, to bar, and you just get a beer and you take it out and walk to the next bar and put your beer down and get a new one and then walk around. It's fun as shit. Then you got the trams that take you around and show you all the stuff and tell you all the historic places, and you see all the churches and all the statues and, you know, the ones that all the lefties want to rip down because it's all a bunch of racist white guys from whatever. But hey, it's history, man. But anyway, it's fucking gorgeous. I loved it there. But yes, it is fucking hot. It does get sticky, humid, hot. But I do like it. One of my favorite places ever. Giant bird sculpture. All trains you could want. History everywhere. Yep, we got the farm show. Biggest indoor agricultural show this side of Mississippi. Right here in good old Little Harrisburg. Speaking of Buc-ee's, I was surprised they don't allow big rig parking. Oh, really? Yeah, I don't fuck with Buc-ee's. I don't know that much about Buc-ee's. Most beautiful car museum, cars and trucks from years ago. Yeah, they even have they have a couple cool old RVs at the one in Hershey. They got some nice stuff in Hershey. Yeah, Farco. Yeah, you're doing okay because you're still you're away from everybody, but you're still close enough. Well, that's the beauty of Harrisburg too. It's that big city feel in a little small city. I mean, it's a tiny little city. When you think of a capital city, you don't think of something small like this. But yeah, you're in a good spot. You're out there away from folks, but you still don't have to drive an hour to go to the grocery store or get anything. My small town has enough, and if I need something I can't get here, there's a small city not too far away. Then there's Philly and Baltimore. Yeah. Yep. Baltimore used to be a fun place, man. Inner Harbor, back in the day when I was a youngin', when I was in my 20s and running around doing dumb shit, Inner Harbor was the great spot. Fuck that place now. Yeah, we got lots of nice little mountains, lots of real cool places. Little communities and stuff. Back to valleys. Yeah, nice stuff. Oh yeah, that's right. Squirrel Bait did put out a new one. Tater's #1 fan, Agnes, put out one too. I just saw. Wagon wheel. I hate heat and humidity. Yes, it was. Yeah. Like I say, no matter where you are, there's something. You either got to deal with earthquakes and mudslides or hurricanes or tornadoes or fucking blizzards or there's always something. You got to deal with something no matter where you're at. You just got to pick what you want to deal with. That's all. Brooklyn, Long Island, over on Long Island. When I was younger, I used to love New York, going into Manhattan and shit. I was like, man, I wish I could live here, but yeah, not anymore. Great thing about Harrisburg is the mountains kept it from sprawling too much. Yeah. Yeah, the surrounding little municipalities are growing and stuff. But it's like everything else, you know, our big fucking giant malls, they're all empty now. You know, we used to be a couple hundred stores. There's 2 stores open. The one's getting ripped down, literally ripped down. So it's all fucking, it's crazy. But then as soon as something goes, something else pops up. We have our little areas where it's just, you drive down this one road and it's just stores and garages and tire places and restaurants and everything fucking, you know, AT&T over here, and then across the street is T-Mobile, and then down the street is Verizon, and then there's a tire space spot and a gas station and a fucking Best Buy, and you know, that's all it is the whole way down. Yeah, it's cool though. You can find anything, and it's not really far. I don't mind it here at all. Plus, I like the 4 seasons. As soon as I get tired of one thing, it's changed. So, A squirrel, he changes his mind. He doesn't know if he should climb a tree or run out in the road in front of a car. Yeah, get out halfway and go, which way should I go? Little Rock, Arkansas, the same way. Go anywhere in 20 minutes. Yeah. Arkansas is a strange place. In the camp section of Baltimore, there was a cool little dive called Nacho Mama's. Great. Oh, yeah, Nacho Mama's. Yes, I heard of that place. Great food, great company, since I don't really go to Baltimore anymore. I don't really know. There's another place that was really cool. It was called the Horse You Rode In On. It was a little bar. They had pretty good food, little bar food, you know, really good drinks and beer, and the people were fucking, it was a great place to hang. But that was back in the day too. Yeah, mudslides, fires, yeah. Earthquakes. Hey, what's up, Kevlar? Well, the malls, there's still a couple stores in there. The East Mall is the ones that are tearing down. It's the only thing that saved it is they put that fucking Bass Pro on the end, so that's staying, but everything else is gone. Tearing that shit down. Fucking big new movie theater and everything they put in, ripping it all down. Man, how was so much fun and exciting, especially Greenwich Village. Unfortunately, no more. Always went to Club Gold Bug. Yeah, New York was fun back in the day. Yeah. Yep, the one by the prison, yeah. Yeah, all that whole area's, you wouldn't even recognize it. It changed so much. Some of my favorite towns are Mid-Atlantic, Frederick. Yeah, Frederick's cool. Frederick, Maryland, Stroudsburg, yeah. Pennsylvania. Poughkeepsie, yeah. I actually like Maryland. It's a nice state. They got a lot of nice places. There's a lot of cool places to go. There's even the National Firefighter Museum is in Maryland, right across the line. I think it's in, where is it at? I forget what town it's in. But yeah, it's just right across the border. It's not far from me at all. Yeah, that's the one. Yeah, they tried to make it nice. I mean, they made it look nice, and they put in a kick-ass movie theater. But yeah, it's all getting ripped to shit. Yeah. That was where I used to hang out, though. Going to the arcade downstairs and all that good shit. But yeah, fun times. Did the Appalachian Trail, so I went through every town, Virginia, Maryland. Yeah, the Appalachian Trail's not too far from here either. Right up the mountain. Yep, I can see the mountain where the Appalachian Trail is. It's not very far at all. I actually get to see some folks every once in a while. You'll see somebody with a big old backpack on, walking down along, trying to find their way again. And you go over into Dun Canyon and all that place. Yeah, it's pretty cool around here. I don't mind it. But a lot of people, you know, they tell me, oh, you live in that fucking shithole, Pennsylvania fucking shithole. You fucking in your damn row home. Well, I don't live in a fucking row home. And if you think Pennsylvania's a shithole, well, I guess you think it's a shithole. It's pretty nice to me. And I know I'm poor white trash and I live where I can afford it. I'm not going to fucking starve to death or live in a box because I want to live in California or someplace that I can't afford. I live here because I can. And if you don't like it, then we will gladly let you stay the fuck away. We don't want you here if you don't like it. Somebody was in here yelling the other day, you're a fucking shithole. Well, where do you live? In a box in our underpass? I live in Florida. Well, whoop-de fucking diddly do. I live in Pennsylvania. You don't like it? Stay your ass in Florida then. don't bring your ass up this way. Fuck off. Gettysburg is underrated. Lehigh Valley is underrated. Yeah, there's lots of places. Yeah, Gettysburg, it gets a lot of people, though. A lot of people go to Gettysburg. It is a fucking hot spot. I was lucky to live on a beach, constant entertainment, sand, water, tide pools. Yeah. Wouldn't mind living along the beach. I'd be afraid of floods. I mean, I live close enough to the river that I lived through a flood, so the ocean kind of, I love it, but yeah. Yeah. That's the way I see it too, Bill. Yeah, really expensive. Yeah, I really don't see how people make it there. It's the same, and we got on the East Coast, it's New York. It's like the fucking prices are ridiculous. The cost of living is, Valley Forge is a nice place to visit. Gettysburg is crowded. Yeah. Yeah, Gettysburg it gets fucking packed in the summertime. A lot of RVers come here too for the Gettysburg shit. Well, they go to Hershey too. They stay in them damn KOAs that are expensive as shit. Seaweed, yeah. Everyone lives better than Tater. He thinks he lives life on the hog, high on the hog, but yeah. Or he was delivery. Yeah. Well, I mean, that's why I watch, well, not only reason, but one of the reasons I like Scotty, Static Camper Van, because he shows me all them cool places up there. It's beautiful up there, you know. Even Northern California and all that stuff. It's fucking great. But yeah, the politics are just so crappy, so shitty. The way they do shit, it's like, ugh. Then again, we have a Democrat. I live in a Democratic state too, but ours isn't like strict far lefty wing. It isn't wokey stuff, you know. We still are allowed to have our pews, and if somebody comes in your house, you're still allowed to defend it. You don't have to run out the back door and scream like a bitch. And then when they move in, you can't go back in your own house. You just got to keep paying the bills and let them live there forever. No, it's not shit like that here. Thank goodness, or I'd have to move. Or just protect myself and go to jail and let them pay for me. But then again, they love criminals, so maybe I would be one of them. Hey, look, he likes to commit crimes too. Aren't we allowed to loot? Oh, yeah. Yeah, Gettysburg's interesting. I can create this utopia where they live for free. Yeah, but they have to buy tons of crap and still live. Well, even Mikey doesn't buy shit. Mikey just tells everybody what he wants and waits for him to buy it. Does his little begathons and gets his money. Yeah, it is an interesting, but there's lots of places like Gettysburg too. Gettysburg is it's the place because it's, you know, the Gettysburg Address and Lincoln and all that, and the you know, big bloody war. But if you go down to like Leesburg, Manassas, and other places like that, I mean, down in Virginia and all around, there's lots of places that are just as cool, but not as big and touristy and as crowded and shit. But yeah, Gettysburg is definitely, if you're into that, if you're into history and that stuff and the world and the Civil War stuff, it is definitely a place to visit for sure, at least once. The reason why I can afford to live here is that we bought a house many years ago. Yeah, right. You can rent a room from somebody for what our mortgage is. Yeah. Yeah. You can fucking live in a shoebox for fucking $2,200 a month. Yeah, that's true. Yeah, most of our politicians and our representatives and senators and all that shit, they're all, not all, but most of them got a D in front of their name. The governor and the mayors and all that shit, they all got D's. Raleigh is the woke area of the state. Charlotte's starting to lean left since so many. Yeah, you start seeing places like in Texas. No, we're not. I don't think we're a sanctuary state. We do have our sanctuary cities like Pittsburgh. I mean, not Pittsburgh, Philly. Philly's our asshole. Philly is definitely the asshole of Pennsylvania. It is the worst. I mean, it belongs in Seattle. It belongs right next to Seattle. It should be in Washington. It should be right next to Seattle. It's the asshole. Everything is just ass backwards. Crime is runs amok. Fucking junkies and everything just running on the streets. If you are a carjacker, if you're a young thug and you have a gun that you got illegal and you go up and you yank some old lady out of her car that's at a red light and you throw her on the ground and kick her in the face and steal her car, you get a fucking reward and she goes to jail because she tried to defend herself. That's how fucking Philly is. Philly's a shithole. If you go to Gettysburg Stars Visitor Center and take the private tours, a tour guide rides with you in your car. If they still do that. Yeah, I don't know if it's been a while since again, when you live in these places, I don't know I know what they used to do, but I don't know what they do anymore. I haven't been to those places in a while. But yeah, the tours are the best if you want to know what's going on. They got a lot of walking tours too. Governor Newsom. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I agree. Savannah's great. Yeah. Yeah, you get it's not as pretty as Savannah, but the history is definitely there. For sure. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, Tybee Island. I got my Tybee Island shirt. I love Tybee Island. That's a nice little place too. I liked it there. Very cool little spot. But yeah, what I was gonna say is you got like Texas. That's where a bunch of where is it, Austin? But a bunch of everybody from California, the Joe Rogan crowd. Joe Rogan, like, I'm out of here. So all those fucking Californian comedians and all those California people, they all ran. So then all the scragglers that wannabes, they all go there now. And I blame Joe. But yeah, he drug all them fucking people there. And what are they doing? Who are they voting for? Yeah, it's turned into a fucking shithole too. Everything that they hated, that they bitched about, the reason why they left, they're voting in. Yeah, we hated the needles and the shit in the streets and the fucking bums that you couldn't get rid of. We hated the high prices. We hated this. We hated that. So we're going to vote for those people when we move here to Texas so we can turn this into what we hated and left. That's what I love about the shit. They all bitched about it and they leave and they make it exactly what they left. Don't. You are late. I am well. I am getting ready to get out of here. We've been on here for 2 hours. I did not plan on being here for 2 hours, for sure. Uncle Fester related to Fetterman. Nobody likes Fetterman anymore. He's ousted. The Demis don't like him because he's not a vegetable anymore and they can't tell him what to say. Yeah. Now Philly's full of it, lots of history too, but you got to go in the right spots at the right time of day and don't wander too far off into the other spots. Yeah. There are some places that you would definitely want to go, but yeah, it's almost time to rely on patrol. Yeah, I got to get off of here. Good Lord. It's getting late. I forgot I started at 8 and not 7, so it's almost 10 o'clock. All right, gang. It's fun and so enjoyable. Well, I'm glad. I like for him because he scrambles their brains. I just think, and I tell you, I'll be the first one to admit it. He fucking changed my mind. He fucking made me eat my words. I was like, man, this guy's lost. If it's been this long and he didn't make a recovery, he's not going to. And he did. He did. And then once they, like I said, when he was a slobbering fool, and couldn't even show up on the floor to fucking vote, there's nothing wrong with him. You leave him alone. He's fine. He's perfect. He's one of us. You cannot get rid of him. He is our representative. He's a senator. He's this. Blah, 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 blah. Now he's going, hey, look, you guys ain't making sense. You all need to settle down. No. Look at him. He's a babbling idiot. He's a fool. He's scatterbrained. We got to get, no. Bounce him. He's no longer able to be a senator. What do you mean? When he was pissing in his pants and drooling, he was fucking fine. When he was just like your Papa Joe, waving to nobody, shaking hands with nobody, talking to dead people and shit. Yeah. When Fireman was just sitting there in the chair going, and his wife was talking for him, and he couldn't even zip up his fucking hoodie. No, there's nothing wrong with him. But now that he can speak and walk and skip and dance and disagree with them, he's got to go. He's a fucking babbling idiot. He's a fool. He is not capable. He's everything. They're ass backwards. They're morons. They're dipshits. I don't give a shit what anybody says in there. That'll give that little guy in the desert, that little angry man in the desert, something to talk about, because he hates it when I talk about his people. And no, I don't watch him. I don't know what he said, and I don't care what he says. But anyway, let's get on out of here. I've been on here long enough. I'll let you good people go. I do appreciate everybody for coming and hanging out with me on this impromptu little yabbering about catching up with Tater and Mike. I had shit to do today, so I didn't feel like sitting down making a long video. It would have been a long one too, and edit it and all that shit. So figured I'd do a live. And plus, I knew you guys wanted to chime in and give me your input on the dipshits as well. So let's keep an eye on Mikey and see if he's gonna quit YouTube and go to Rumble. There's no way. He needs his fucking cash cow too much. He ain't leaving. That begging little fool. And Tater, well, we all know Tater. Everything he does is the greatest, and everything he has is wonderful until it ain't.
And this is Blind Views. And yes, that's the way we see it. Yes, the bats. The bats. They're not afraid of the humidity. Fly, my beauties. Fly to Mississippi. Find the tater. And poop on his head.
He doesn't lie to you. Beware of the bats. They might just poop on your head.
What we do here is go back.